Hi there, morning. This is Clydo, K1BSZ. This video is for the people that are been selling ham radio equipment off over the internet. Uh, okay, a couple of things here, my experience. Um, One thing you got to remember when you're selling something over the internet, sometimes it may not be exactly what you thought it was going to be. And most places like QRZ and QTH.com and others, like eBay and all that, they'll allow you to put a picture of whatever you're selling online, and most generally it's the object of what you're selling. The only thing that concerns me is that some of these pictures that people put on, like on QRZ.com, some of them are fuzzy and they don't look like they're real McCoy. They're discolored or they're dark, and it makes you wonder if they're trying to hide something or post something that isn't actually what it is. That sort of thing. Like I'm still learning how to use these computers and stuff, and I haven't learned how to put uh, a posting with a picture on ads on QTH.com. I advertised a Swan 350A on there, and the buyer wants me to post a picture, but I got no way of doing it. I don't even know how to do it in the first place. I've tried to get help, and you know how that works. You try to get help with something, people tell you, "Oh yeah, I'll be right there to help you," and they never show up. So what can I say? It is what it is. If you know what a Swan 350 looks like, well, there you go. That's what it is. So, anyways, the other thing is on like you're getting your money when you go to get your money. In the past, people use checks and money orders and stuff like that, and sometimes checks bounce, and I've heard that money orders through the post office aren't necessarily a good way of doing it. The best way I've heard so far is PayPal. I never used to use PayPal because I heard some bad things about it, but I went to sell a piece of equipment to a gentleman in Ohio, and he clued me in how to use PayPal, and no one ever taught me how to use PayPal. They would just say, "Oh, use PayPal." Well, how do you use it? Well, it says just look it up on the internet. Well, that tells you a hell of a lot. If someone explains it to you, then you'll know. But nobody ever would explain it to me. And this guy did in pretty good detail. I appreciate that. So, anyways, he bought a piece of equipment off me, and I don't know if he's got it yet, but I got the money for it, and it came just like that, bingo. But most people when they mail you a check, they're pretty honest about it. But there are a few out there, in real land, that are pretty dishonest. I sold a piece of equipment here years ago. And I think it was for I think around $100 or something like that. And I get the check. What I should have done is I should have held the check and see if it cleared and it was good, but I didn't. And I went to cash it and it bounced. And I'd already sent the merchandise, and then I called the seller. I mean the recipient, and oh, it should be good. I said, well, it wasn't. Well, I'll send you another one. Well, never did. And it just wasn't right. And you know what? The guy that when I sold that piece of equipment to, I saw him at a local ham fest. he had a little booth there. And I walked up to the guy. I said, "Do you know who I am?" And he says, "No, I don't." So, so I, I said, "Well, I bought a piece of clothing off you last year." "Oh, you did? And your check wasn't any good." He said, "Oh, my checks are good." And so I came up and I showed him this call sign. And I says, "Does this look familiar to you?" And I had my, name on it and everything underneath there. And he says, "No," he said, I don't remember who you are." I said, "Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do." In fact, he had what he bought from me right there on that damn table. And I says, "That was my piece of equipment you bought, never paid for." I said, "I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it back." And, "Oh, you can't. I own that." "Well, where's your proof of purchase?" "Well, I got it somewhere. I got it here. I'll dig it out for you." "Well, you go right ahead and dig it out." And he hummed and hawed. I mean, "Well, I do have it here. I do have it here." Well, when you find out, you come over here to the radio club's booth there, and then we'll discuss it. I took it right with me. I walked right away with it. And these other people looking around and just feel like, what the? So, so that's another thing you gotta watch out for. But and money orders, sometimes money orders get stolen, lost, and everything else, and there's a lot of scammers out there too. I went to sell another piece of equipment here a while back, and a fellow wanted to send me more than what he paid for. I said, "Oh no, I don't do business that way. No, 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 no." And then I had another one here stop by my ham shack. Oh, this was years ago, long time ago, probably a good 30 years ago. And I had to advertise in a local paper. And the guy stopped by and he says, "Oh, geez, I don't have the $100." I said, "I got $89. Would you take 89?" "No," I said, "I advertise it for $100, and that's what I'm going to get." "Well, all right, I'll be back." He came back a week later, and he's counting the money out there, counting the money, and he says to his partner, he says, "Oh, go ahead, take it, pay it up, and put it in the card." He says, "Yeah, all right, Bill." He says, "Oh, wait just a minute, wait just a minute." And he says, "Jeez, counts money." Oh my God, what the hell? I had the full amount right here. I had it. Well, I got $95 here. What about $95? Would you go for nine? No, $100. A deal's a deal. Well, all right. So he comes back the next week. He's got $99. So I let it go for $99. But that's bullshit. It really is. People out there try to Jew you down. That ain't right. That ain't right. Deal's a deal. I had another guy come to me, and it was when I had my own business, my radio TV repair business, and and I fixed an amplifier for a guy, and it cost me a lot of money. I had just about rebuilt the whole damn thing because lightning had hit it. So I fixed it, and you know, and this kid comes by. This kid, and he only had like, I think, let's take for, I don't remember what the exact price. Let's say it was $50, and he only had $30. Well, he says, "I gotta bring this home. My dad told me to bring this right home, and if I don't bring it home, he's gonna beat the hell out of me. He's gonna do this." And he showed these fake scars on me. "This is the beans I've been getting, trying to get you to come down your price." No, it don't work for me. No, absolutely not. And And then his father comes by the next, couple of days later, and he's all puffed right up. He's by God, I only got $40. You better take it, or I'm gonna beat this. You don't intimidate me. No, no. And then, so you just got to be very careful, when you're selling stuff over the internet. Um, I had another time. I had another one that called me up on the phone, wanted to buy a piece of equipment that I had for sale, and he came by and he was gonna he was gonna pay me just so much and take the radio and he'll bring the rest of it back later. Oh no, I did that once, long time ago, and it took me forever to get the rest of the money back. I'll tell you, you don't do stuff like that. No, no, absolutely not. Be very careful when you're selling stuff, on the internet or on these want ads and stuff like that. And when you're buying stuff, I had another guy once. He down to Deerfield, New Hampshire, down to the Hamfest down there many years ago. Had this rotor, and he said brand new, right out of the box. Works great, and so I paid the guy for it, and I went over to where our radio club is, and so I plugged it in and I turned it on. Didn't work. Wouldn't even move. So I went right back over there and he swore up and down, where's my ham station here? You must have dropped it. Oh, I didn't drop it. And it's a good thing I had a witness there with me. He said, no, he didn't drop it. He said, well, I'm not giving you money back. Well, my buddy, now this guy weighed 230 some odd pounds, and he was a little over 6 feet tall, and he was a state trooper from Vermont, and he walked up to the guy, and he whispered something to him, and the guy's reaction is like, and he goes, "Oh, here's your money back. Oh, okay. I'll see you guys later." And I said, "What'd you say to him?" He said, "Oh, you don't need to know." He's gonna be a little more honest. So there you go. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aunts and uncles, be very careful what you're buying over the internet, and also what you're selling over the internet. Most people are pretty honest. I'm an honest guy and always have been. And I cheated on my mother once. Who said that? I cheated on my divorce scorecard once. Anyways, um, but most people are pretty honest. But there are a few people out there that are thieves, scammers, and they'll do anything to get your money. So, anyways, everybody have a good one. Talk to you later. Be safe, my friends. Don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink because that's alcohol abuse. And that's also a felony in Vermont. And we'd rather talk to you than read about you in the paper. See you later. Bye.